another week. Hey, you think it's okay if I wear this Dolphins shirt? I mean, it's not like anyone thinks I might be rigging these playthroughs in favor of the Dolphins or anything. I mean, we already did it for season one, so now you think we should be fine? Okay. That's a relief. Wait, what? Wait, when did this camera start rolling? Well, it's week 5 already. That came quick. I guess time flies by when you're having fun, you know. But here we are, week 5 of our playthrough. And for this week, we go to the AFC North yet again. What is it with all these North teams? It must be something in the water because we keep coming back to them. But for this week, excuse me. But for this week, we got ourselves a really interesting game. On one side is a team we saw week 1. Albeit they lost, but still, you know, they're here and they're looking to get back in our good graces. On the other side is a team that up until now we have not had on here, but that is about to change. I'm a little surprised we haven't had them on here yet, but hey, you know what? Better late than never. Folks, we got a good one. As the Pittsburgh Steelers take on the Baltimore Ravens here on another exciting episode of Strat-O-Matic Football. I can't get too excited just yet. It's midway through the season. Spare me. Howdy folks, it's Morgoth the Barbarian here. Welcome to week 5 of our Strat-O-Matic playthrough, where the 3-1 Pittsburgh Steelers are taking on the 3-1 Baltimore Ravens. Funny enough, these same two teams met last week in Pittsburgh, albeit I rolled for them off camera, and Baltimore embarrassed the Steelers to hand them their first loss. 38-13 was the score on that one. So yeah, Pittsburgh would love to give Baltimore some give back in this matchup here, as the two teams somehow face off with each other again. That's just how I rolled this for the schedule at the beginning of the year. Spare me. But anyways, yeah, it's going to be another exciting matchup between these two teams. Always a good one in our real life game. So we'll see if Pittsburgh can reverse the result or Baltimore can make it 2-for-2 here. As I mentioned earlier, we saw Baltimore week 1, where they lost to the 49ers 20-13. We've never seen Pittsburgh until now. I don't know how that happened, but hey, I got to make sure they finish 9-8 somehow. So here we are, folks. We're ready for another good one here between two really good teams for the first quarter of the season. So before we begin, how about we show the results from last week, our game, this game, all the others, and with that being said, how about we roll that beautiful footage? Unless you're a Steelers fan and you're not going to like the result. Or a Raiders fan because I may or may not have rolled for a blowout. Oh boy. Alright, enough about that. Anyways. Told you those were painful results. Also, yeah, I can't confirm this is the first time I'm playing the Steelers. I literally had to readjust their card set, and I wasn't even familiar with any of the names I'm seeing here. We'll get to that shortly. All right, speaking of Pittsburgh, they are the visiting team, so they will call this. And they're going to call evens. That is clearly not even, so Baltimore wins, and Pittsburgh gets to start. Baltimore to first. All right. Here we go from Baltimore. It's Steelers-Ravens. Here we go again. And Pittsburgh will start us off from the 9. Pittsburgh, I forgot to mention, is in red. Baltimore's in green. All right, number 1 back is going to return this for a gain of 27 yards. Okay, so we get up to the 36 to start this. Some good field position here. All right, here's the Steelers starting lineup. And again, this is from 2022, so some of these names are going to be ridiculous. Kenny Pickett is the quarterback. Yes, I know. Deontay Johnson is the split. LOL is all I got to say about that. If you know, you know. Najee Harris is the running back. We're going to have Pratt Freiermuth as the tight end. Derek Watt is the fullback. Yes, we have 2 Watts on this team. And George Pickens is the flanker. No word on how many fights he'll get in this game or how fast it'll take the Cowboys to trade for him. Oh, dear. Okay, that was a joke. Meanwhile, speaking of which, 1st and 10 on the 36. 7. Najee Harris's first carry goes nowhere. Sounds about right. Oh, dear. 2nd and 10. All right, everybody's playing the pass here. 8 on a flat to the receiver, to Freiermuth. And he gets nothing because it's incomplete. That's wonderful. All right, 3rd and 10 here. There we go. Had to adjust everything. Oh, geez. And we're already starting off with an interception roll. 2 through 7. And it's picked off. Oh, God. What happened? Why are we doing this? Oh, dear. Returned for a gain of... I don't think that's a touchdown. It's 20 yards if this were to hold, though. So hold on for 1 minute. Oh, this actually goes on. Now, hold on. I'm getting opponent offsides. I'm going to bypass it and say that doesn't apply in this situation. So the interception counts. And the Ravens all will have it at Pittsburgh's 29 already. Oh, my God. That was quick. Good job, Kenny Pickett. His 2nd pass in the game, and he's already throwing an interception. Why are you doing this? Why? Why? Don't you know that Marcus Peters is not on your team? Yeah, that's who got the interception, by the way. Marcus Peters picks off Kenny Pickett in his 2nd pass. And just like that, Baltimore already has it deep in Pittsburgh territory. I don't know what to say except, how did this team finish 9-8 again? All right, we've already seen Baltimore's lineup once before. It hasn't really changed, so here it is. Lamar Jackson is the quarterback. There's no injuries, by the way. Demarcus Robinson is the split. They're going to go 2 tight ends right out of the gate. Mark Andrews is the tight end. Isaiah Likely will be the blocking back for J.K. Dobbins. Devin Duvernay is the flanker, and we've got a 1st and 10 already deep in Pittsburgh territory. Oh, this isn't good. 10 on an off tackle, and Dobbins only gets 4. Okay, even better. I thought he got 2, but I was reading the wrong one. Excellent. 2nd and 6 is oncoming. They'll miss this run. Pass. 11 on a flat. Oh, it's Lamar's turn for an interception roll, but it's only 2 through 3 or 12 since it was guessed wrong. It's an incompletion to Dobbins. Okay. So I believe that brings up a 3rd and 6 here. All right, let's try Likely here. Actually, let's try Andrews. He's a little bit better. All right, 3rd and 6. 5 on a flat. And it's an 8-yard gain and a 1st down. To the 17 we go. Excellent. Mark Andrews picks up the first down. 1st and 10 here. This pass gets missed. 5 on a flat. Up 8 yards again. We just had that. It's Isaiah Likely this time. Second and 2 here. They're actually going to go get frisky and do an end run, which Pittsburgh actually sees. And that's only going to get a yard out of this one, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. And speaking of which, 3rd and 1. Pittsburgh's going to miss this run. Oof. Oh, we're going to have an injury roll, number 1. And number 2, we have a touchdown! J.K. Dobbins busts through the line and gets the 8-yard TD run. Nice. Pittsburgh's defense gets completely caught off guard, and Baltimore strikes first. And on top of that, Pittsburgh gets the injury bug hit on them, too. Because why not? Let's make this even worse than it is. Whenever I roll 3 of the same dice, I gotta do this. They play a 3-4. So their right cornerback is gonna go down for this game and the next one, unfortunately. So goodbye, Cameron Sutton. You are done for this game and the next one. Meanwhile, we've got an extra point from Justin Tucker. Yes, he's still in this version. Good is his extra point. And, yeah, if you're the Steelers, you could have done without that. Just a horrific interception. Apparently, Kenny Pickett learned nothing from the last game. And sure enough, Baltimore immediately cashes it in for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 8 yards out puts the Ravens up 7-0 early on. That didn't take too long, and here we go again if you're Pittsburgh. So you might want to tighten everything up here. So, yeah, not a great start at all. Well, here's hoping this footage is a lot better for Pittsburgh. Maybe. I make no guarantees, so on to the next highlight, and hopefully it's just as chaotic. Let's leave it like that. I like chaos. Yeah. Well, that quarter was quick. Absolutely nothing happened. No, seriously, nothing really happened. We had like one fumble, and that was it. That was picked up by the own team, the team that fumbled. But yeah, 7-0. Absolutely no action whatsoever. Pittsburgh's been doing nothing but punting. Baltimore, okay, so now they're in scoring range, so I guess they're doing something, but not really. So we'll see if this drive leads to anything, but at least Baltimore's got at the 33, so we'll see here in just a minute. All right. I spoke too soon because naturally Baltimore then proceeded to lose a yard and their right tackle to injury. It's going to be that type of game, folks, where points are hard to come by, apparently. On that note, I guess Justin Tucker's kicking a 51-yard field goal. 2 through 8, he's fine. It's good, but what's this penalty? Never mind. Number 3. On the Ravens. False start. Dang it. The play never happened. Well, that sucks. Well, we're still in Justin Tucker field goal range, actually. His range is 41, so we've got another shot at this. So now let's try it from 56, because why not? Kick is up, and it's no good. Yep, it's going to be one of those games. Yay. Oh, well, it's a turnover on downs. Pittsburgh actually will have some excellent field position out of this because of the missed field goal, but yep, that just happened. So even when Baltimore thinks they done something right, no, absolutely not. Justin Tucker misses a 56-yard field goal. The false start definitely didn't help, and it's still 7-0 Ravens. Again, we have not seen anything since the first possession of the game because why the heck not? All right, somebody really needs to do something. And I don't mean throw another interception, Kenny Pickett, or you've got good field position, do something. Watch, you're probably not going to. We'll find out right about now. All right, 1st and 10. Oh, another injury roll. This is going great. And a penalty. It's no gain if it holds. The Ravens jumped off sides, but the injury still counts. Oh, dang it. Yeah, it'll be 1st and 5 on the other side. 6 for 5. The left cornerback for a game. So Marcus Peters, who made the earlier interception, is now dealing with an injury himself. Thanks for playing. You at least did well. That's great. All right. Meanwhile, 1st and 5, because why not? And we're going to try it. Ravens don't see this. Ten on a long. Thankfully, they guessed wrong, so this interception roll is only a 2 or a 3. And sure enough, I rolled a 3, which means Kenny Pickett throws another interception. And figures, Marcus Peters just left with an injury. They test his backup, and he gets the pick. What else is new? Can we not do this? Meanwhile, it's a 25-yard return, and the Baltimore will have it at the 31. Who's Marcus Peters' backup? Kyle Hamilton. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, boy. Yep, Kyle Hamilton, who was in the game for Marcus Peters after he left with an injury, decides to pick off Kenny Pickett because that's all Kenny Pickett does is throw interceptions, apparently. He was looking for George Pickens. Tried to throw a long one, sneak it past him, and no. He forgot that his short hands do not allow him to grip the ball accurately. All right, Pittsburgh, you had your chance, and to the shock and surprise of absolutely no one watching this, they blew it. They freaking blew it. What else is new? And it is still 7-0 as a result. I can't even with this team. This is going to be one of those games, isn't it? Yep. I did say I wanted chaos, and here you go. So, good job, Pittsburgh. You done messed up. Even with a backup cornerback, you still can't make the correct receiver. But you know what? Whatever. Let's just keep going. My mind is melting after that one. Well, we had one Justin Tucker miss from this range as it's now 4th and 5. What are the odds we have a second one? All right, let's try this again. 55 yards. Surely Justin Tucker will make this one, right? Hey, he did this time. Look at that. It's good. Justin Tucker converts on a 55-yard field goal, and at least this time the Ravens are able to get points off the turnover. It is now 10-0. Baltimore leads with 8.5 left in the second quarter here. So it's turning into a very defensive battle here for the most part. No team can really do anything. So it's going to be one of those games where just points are hard to come by, but it is what it is. So, yeah, good job by Baltimore cashing in that turnover, and Pittsburgh just needs to stop doing them, okay? It's just getting ridiculous here. Come on, people. Stop it. I think Pittsburgh may have finally heard me because they've been doing nothing but throwing flat passes around, and it's every single one has been going for 10 plus yards. It's like 11 is a common yardage. And here we go. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. What in the world is going on here? Baltimore, you better stop it. Speaking of which, well, they guessed pass this time, so George Pickens, you're losing a yard instead of getting a short gain, which more than likely would have been a touchdown. All right, 2nd and 11 here. Baltimore's going to guess wrong. 7, and it's a 9-yard gain for Freiermuth. Gets down to the 3. Third and 2. This will get missed. Now they're actually going to run it. 7. And Jalen Warren has himself the first down and a touchdown. The one running play they do decide to call, and Jalen Warren punches it in from 3 yards out for Pittsburgh's first score of the game. Well, Chris Boswell's automatic, unless this is an X, and it's not. It's good. All right. There we go, folks. Pittsburgh's finally on the board, and all they had to do was throw the football around short. And it leads to a 3-yard TD run for Jalen Warren. Yes, he is still on this team. And it's 10-7 Baltimore now, as Pittsburgh finally gets on the board with their first touchdown of the game. There you go, guys. You finally figured it out. Good job. At least for right now, but just never mind. No more interceptions, please. But yeah. 4:45 remaining. Baltimore does get the ball to start the second half as a reminder, so maybe they can double dip. Who knows? We'll see what happens. 3rd and 6 here. Well, 2 for 4 or 12. And there's your 12. It's intercepted. Lamar's turn to throw an interception. Who knew? Oh, dear. It goes for no gain as whoever intercepted that pass gets tackled literally right away. Oh, dear. That we could have done without that. Oh, yikes. Lamar Jackson was looking for Demarcus Robinson, and instead he finds... Well, wait a minute. Oh, I think he left with an injury. Yeah, it would be Cameron Sutton, but he's out with an injury. So we'll say his replacement is Arthur Mollett. All right. He's the one that gets the interception then. And look at this. Pittsburgh has it on the Baltimore side of the field. They've got 2:15 and all their timeouts remaining, so they definitely have plenty of time to score here. No doubt about it. We will stick with it, obviously, because we're about to enter the 2-minute warning. So, yeah, Pittsburgh, you finally get another golden opportunity to, at bare minimum, tie this game. I don't know if they're going to do it or not. Offense has been kind of anemic. I'm actually going to bring Steven Sims in. 3 wideouts. They're at Baltimore's 49, and it's 1st and 10. This gets missed. Speaking of Sims, they'll try him. 7 on a flat. Oh, that's a short gain if this holds. Does Sims have 18? He does, because Baltimore was offsides. We're declining that penalty. That brings us to the 2-minute warning, and it's a 1st down. Okay, that works. All right, 1st and 10 here. Baltimore's going to see this off-tackle run. 9, just a yard for Najee Harris. Second and 9 as they kind of rush towards the line here. 7. It's a 7-yard gain for Freiermuth. So it'll be 3rd and 2. He's at the 23. Fortunately, he went out of bounds. All right, 3rd and 3 here. 3rd and 2, excuse me. And that's going to go for a 6-yard gain for Najee Harris in the first down. All right. Najee Harris catches his first pass of the game. All right, 1st and 10 here. Four on a short. It's an 11-yard gain if it holds. It will. All right. The 11-yard gain to Deontay Johnson holds. And it'll be 1st and goal. Very nice. Pittsburgh's offense is suddenly coming alive here. Meanwhile, it's 1st and goal to go at the 6. 1:15 remaining. 2 on a flat, and we're going backwards by a yard. Ouch. Yeah, that's Freiermuth. The tight end screen goes nowhere. I'm going to say because it was in the middle of the field that he does not go out of bounds, so that'll cost him an extra 7 seconds. All right. And it's 2nd and goal to go from the 7. 7 on a flat. It's a 7-yard gain. That goes for a touchdown. George Pickens makes the catch and gets it in for a 7-yard touchdown. All right. That's more like it, Pittsburgh. That is more like it. Oh, speaking of which. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Extra point from Boswell is good. And just when it looks like Pittsburgh was going to make this a laugher for all the wrong reasons. Oh, look, they're now in the lead, 14-10 with 52 seconds remaining in the first half. The interception ends up costing Baltimore in the end. What is it with all these turnovers today? There's been a lot of interceptions, 3 this half alone combined. What is going on here? Stop throwing to the wrong team, people. Baltimore's going to get it, let's see, 7-yard line. Number 1 back returns it for a gain of 31. All right, so whoever returned it gets all the way up to the 38. And Baltimore will have 45 seconds and all their timeouts to do something. They do have an opportunity to double dip as they'll get the ball back to start the second half. So, don't worry about time. They've got plenty of it. It's just, we'll see what they can do here. All right. 3 wideouts, 1st and 10. Of course, Pittsburgh's playing the pass. Let's start. Let's give it a Duvernay. All right. Let's see. Oh, it's incomplete unless the Steelers were offsides, which they were. Oh, that's cute. 1st and 5 now. Huh, great. 5 on a flat. 8 yards to Robinson. He gets out of bounds past midfield. Okay, that works. 1st down. Hold on, let me just get this updated on my end. Okay. We've got a 1st and 10 from the Pittsburgh 49. 3 on a short, incomplete. Robinson was the intended target again. 2nd down. Incomplete a second time. Robinson was the intended target again. We just cannot hook up with him. Okay, 3rd and 10. This is not good. Seven on a short. Uh-oh. It's going to go down as a sack. What else is new? 8-yard loss. And it's a fumble! Wait, I think... No, never mind. Lamar, somebody else gets the sack. Pittsburgh actually does use a timeout here. I don't know what they're trying to set up here. I don't think they have enough time because there's only 8 seconds left. Cameron Hayward gets the sack on that one. The strip sack, I should say. Well, dang. I have to give Lamar 8 yards away from that. All right. 4th down. This really isn't going to mean anything. 59-yard punt. That's actually going to go for a touchback of all things. Okay. So there's a split second left for Pittsburgh to do something. And they're going to take a knee and end the half. Pickett's already thrown 2 interceptions. He does not need to throw another one. We're just going to call it a day. So there you go. That's how the first half ends, I guess. 14-10 Pittsburgh. Just a very messy first half overall for both teams. But somehow it's the Steelers that come out with the lead. No wonder they always finish 9-8 at least. What the hell? Yeah, very messy first half overall. Kenny Pickett was starting to find his groove. He's 15-21 for 126. He's got a touchdown, but 2 picks. I mean, come on, man. That's just bad. Look at this. What on earth is this running game here? 5 yards total yards rushing. Jalen Warren has a 3-yard TD run, but my goodness, this is just a disaster. George Pickens has the TD catch. Yeah, that looks bad too. And Deontay Johnson is 4 for 40. Meanwhile, the defense of Pittsburgh has 2 sacks, a forced fumble, and an interception of their own. Also, interesting fact, TJ Watt is out for the game too. So the Steelers don't even have their best pass rusher on defense, which is wild. Lamar's just terrible at throwing the ball. 6 of 16 for 53 yards in the pick. What in the world is going on here? In fact, J.K. Dobbins has more rushing yards than he does passing. And he has a TD, too. Kenyon Drakehoff has 23 rushing yards. I mean, this just looks like a disaster, too. Baltimore's defense has a sack, a forced fumble, and 2 interceptions of their own as well. And Justin Tucker missed a field goal as well. And 3 injuries of their own, because why not? Like I said, just an overly messy first half in there. So here's hoping that this second half gets a lot better here as Baltimore receives the second half kickoff. So Steelers somehow lead 14-10 despite everything. So will things get fixed? Will this continue to be a disaster? Will the Steelers BS their way to a victory? They tend to do that somehow. Well, let's all find out, shall we? Unfortunately. All right. That brings up a 3rd down. Four on a flat. Uh-oh. No, it's a 2 or a 12. And there's your 12, and it's intercepted again! Oh, dear. Oh, no. Kenny Pickett, why do you do this? Oh, boy. Oh, it's so close to a touchdown, too. But whoever made the interception gets tackled at the 3 at the last minute. He was looking for Pat Freiermuth. And making the interception is Chuck Clark. I love that name. Because Kenny Pickett just chucked it to him. That is his 3rd interception of the game, by the way. That is just embarrassing. What's even more awful is that Baltimore now has it 1st and goal to go right at the 3 because of that. Ugh. Kenny Pickett, what are you doing? I know you have tiny hands, but even you need to be able to hit the right receiver. Come on, man. I think he's got tiny eyes. That seems what that's more likely. Oh, dear. All right. First and goal to go. Right at the 3. Oh, dear. JK. Oh, dear. Is this a fumble roll? It is. But just a 2. Hey, there's a 2. Now it's a 2-yard gain. Dobbins gets 2 on his first carry. We'll try it again on second and goal at the 1. 8. And Dobbins proceeds to lose those 2 yards. Wonderful. It's been that type of game. But no, he has 65 yards. Nice try, me. Meanwhile, third and goal to go at the 3. So we're right back to where we started, because why not? 4 on a flat. Oh, now it's Baltimore's turn to roll an interception roll. 2 or 12. It's an incompletion. That's just wonderful. There's a part of me that's tempted to go for it on 4th and goal here at the 3. Another part that says, just take the points because this has been nothing more than a disaster. And really, the only way Justin Tucker misses this field goal is if I roll a 12. Steelers' offense has not been doing anything either, so we're going to go for it. I'm going for it on 4th and goal. And does this penalty mean anything? Yes, it does! False start! That would have been a touchdown, but the false start pretty much blows that up, so I guess this is the game telling us just kick the field goal, you idiot. All right, same thing. Unless this is a 12, Justin Tucker should have this. He does. Okay. Field goal is good. Oh, and another stupid rave mistake costs points. This time it's a frickin' false start penalty on 4th and goal. Doesn't that figure, people? So Baltimore responds to Pittsburgh's mistake with one of their own. And instead of taking the lead, they're still down by 1. I just can't even with this game. It's just been one brutal mistake after another. So we get our chaos after all. You know what? I'll take it. This is fun. I mean, not for me, but it's all sorts of fun. So 14-13 Steelers somehow still have the lead with 10-15, despite Kenny Pickett throwing his 3rd pick. Good job, Baltimore. You played yourselves. Ugh. Both of you, actually. Jeez. Just stop. And from the 2 and the number 1 back. Okay. Is this a touchdown? Holy moly, this return. It's not a touchdown. But it actually gets a lot. How about 89 yards from Steve Sims? Holy moly. It's 1st and goal to go at the 9. Whoa. Okay. Now we're talking. Steve Sims with an 89-yard kickoff return. It doesn't go for a touchdown, but it got really close. And suddenly we got 1st and goal to go at the 9. Ooh, doggy. There we go. That's actually the 2nd long return he's had today, too. I think he had a 34-yarder as well. All right, 1st and goal and go from the 9 because after the long field goal return. Kickoff return, excuse me. Very nice job, special teams. 5 yards for Najee Harris as they missed the... Actually, they missed the Najee Harris run somehow. Okay. Someone was just half asleep at the wheel. 2nd and goal to go. Well, you're not going to fool us again. 11 on an off tackle. Short gain, so touchdown! It's Najee Harris's turn to run it in. This time he gets it from 3 yards out. I don't even know. I think 3 or 4 yards. 4 yards out. Excuse me, I get distracted. Extra point, meanwhile, from Boswell is good. All right, there we go. So Steve Sims, good job. Your long kickoff return sets up a Najee Harris touchdown run. And the Steelers suddenly have the lead 21-13. Well, they had the lead. Now they extend it. Good grief. So basically, they just got a free touchdown off of some shenanigans. I don't know what to say at this point right now. That's just amazing how Pittsburgh has 3 interceptions. They've thrown 3 interceptions, but they're winning because shenanigans. And defense, but mostly shenanigans. I mean, if this is any good game of strategy football, then I don't know what is. All right, we got 9:15 in the third quarter still, so hey, at least we're getting action. But my goodness, this is just insanity. Oh boy. Do I tip another long field goal or just try it? Let's do it again. All right, this one from 54. The kick is up. And surprise, surprise, it's good. I mean, at least Justin Tucker's been busy. But my goodness, Baltimore, this probably is not helping your cause. Nevertheless, they are still within 5 points, so I guess there's that. But yeah, Baltimore has not gotten anywhere close to the end zone. They've gotten there once, but it has been struggle city, basically, for them. But nevertheless, they get another long field goal from Justin Tucker, and they're at least still in this, so there is that. So I guess they're hanging around, but, they really should score a touchdown. I'm just saying. Just a suggestion. They'll get it from the 4-yard line and the number 1 back. Oh, no. Here, now I think Steve Sims is about to turn into from GOAT to not so good. Yep, he gets 15, and it's a fumble. And the Ravens get it. What the hell? Steve Sims, you did such a good job on the kickoff return last time, and now you're going to fumble it away? Are you kidding me? Oh, for crying out loud. Oh. Okay, I guess Baltimore must have heard me because they're like, all right, say no more, watch this, and yeah, that just happened. Steve Sims with a costly fumble. I guess Baltimore's special teams unit was angry that they allowed such a long return that they finally got tired of Steve Sims' shenanigans. So here we are, 1st and 10 from the Steeler 19. Kenyon Drake checks in, and he will have on his first carry maybe 5? Yes, he will. Okay, he gets 5 on his first carry. Okay. 2nd down. Actually, this gets missed. Oh, that's going to be an injury roll. Meanwhile, Duvernay has 10 yards in the 1st down. So it'll be 1st and goal to go here for the Ravens. Oh, there we go. Duvernay makes his first catch, and another Steelers defender is getting injured. For a while. Oh, dear. The left end for 3 games. Ill. That is Larry Okunjobi. That is actually the first Steelers defender to go out for the game. What the heck is going on here? All right, 1st and goal to go from the 4. 8 on a flat. To Andrews, guessed wrong. There we go. Touchdown. Lamar with the play action fake, and he finds Mark Andrews for the 4-yard TD pass. There we go. About time, Baltimore. About time. And guess what I'm going to do, too? I'm going for 2. Might as well just to put them up by a field goal here. So Baltimore is going to try the 2-point conversion here. We'll try it. All right. A pass from... Yep, the Steelers will bring in the pass defense. Missed this run by Kenyon Drake. And he gets 4, so the 2-point conversion is good. There we go. All right. Baltimore does convert on the 2-point conversion, and they are back in the lead after that costly special teams blunder. So Steve Sims went from being good guy to bad guy, just like that. Oh, dear. You hate to see it. But Baltimore is now back in the lead with 4.5 in the third quarter. Wow, this is turning into a wild game, to say the least. It's just mind-boggling, but here we are, folks. Might want to sit back for this one. This is going to get more crazy. But that's how these games between these two teams go, so... 24-21, Baltimore regains the lead. All right. Well, this has just turned into a very nasty game all of a sudden because we've got injuries everywhere. I mean, we have Jaylen Warren and Steve Sims in right now because Pickens and Najee Harris both got injured. Baltimore is down both their safeties, too. It's just ridiculous here. Meanwhile, one person who isn't injured is Chris Boswell, and I bring that up because he's about to kick a 43-yard field goal to tie the game. All right, let's see what we got here. 2 through 7 or 12, he's fine, and that is none of the above. It's no good. Baltimore will have it at the 33 as Boswell shanks a field goal. And that actually is going to be almost how the third quarter ends, but we'll say close enough here. So Boswell misses a field goal, and I guess Baltimore will leave the third quarter holding a narrow 3-point advantage here. 24-21. Just, again, this game has gotten really ugly now for even worse reasons. Oh, boy. I can't wait to see what this fourth quarter has in store for us. It's probably going to get wilder. Because why the heck not? All right. 1st and 10. This is going to come out of nowhere. All right. 12 and a long. And it works! Long gain! Does it result in a touchdown? It does not. But Deontay Johnson gets all the way down to the 10, and it'll be 1st and goal to go right there. Oh, my God. Nice. Deontay Johnson with a 41-yard bomb, and it's 1st and goal to go right at the 10. Good job, Pittsburgh. You needed that. You don't need this. Okay, good news, it's just a 2. That's a problem. Bad news is going to be a 2-yard loss. I mean, at least Jaylen Warren didn't fumble it, so there's that. All right. It's going to be 2nd down and 12. 7 on a flat, and there's 7 yards to Freiermuth. Third and 5. See if they can get it to the end zone here. And it's to Johnson, who gets 3. No. He's 2 yards shy of the touchdown. And we're left with kind of an awkward situation here. Take the field goal and tie the game? Or, try it. It's 4th and 2, by the way. Let's just tie the game. Basically, the only way Boswell misses this is if an X or a 12 is rolled. Okay, let's see what we got. Kick is up. Oh, great. There's your X. Dang it. Never mind. It's good. No penalty. Okay. Of course, we get the X, but then nothing happens out of it because why not? All right. So there we go. Deontay Johnson's 41-yard reception ends up leading to a Steelers field goal that does, in fact, tie the game. Yeah, we're all tied at 24 somehow. Not surprised. I am not surprised to say the least. This game has been oh dear, sorts of insanity, and yeah, and then there's me, but that's an unrelated story. But yeah, whew, 24-24 with 10 minutes left in the game. Hey, so if someone scores, this will help, so we'll see what happens. All right, 2-minute warning has arrived, and we show up with a 3rd and 8. Baltimore has a chance here. They might be able to pull this off here. They got it at Pittsburgh's 24. All right, in comes Likely, in comes Dobbins, and in comes a 3rd and 8 here. So what we got, an incomplete pass is what we got. Oh, Jackson was looking for Robinson. And I guess Justin Tucker's going to have to do the field goal honors again. 41 yards. Kick is up. Of course, wouldn't be a game without more chaos because it's no good. Again. Justin Tucker's turn to shank a field goal, this time from 41. And Pittsburgh has a minute 45 and 2 timeouts to see if they can win this. Otherwise, we're going to overtime. Yikes. I'm not shocked by any of this. Of course we're getting more chaos. What else is new? Oh, man. It's this point, it's just humorous. All right, we're bringing in 4 wides here. Where's Jalen Warren at? There he is. All right. Pittsburgh has it at the 31, 2 timeouts, 1:45 remaining. Baltimore has all there, so let's see what we got here. 1st and 10. Six on a flat, and no, that's just 4. Oh, that's nice. 4 yards to Pratt Frere move. Second down and 6. 6 on a flat. Another 4 yards, this time to Steve Sims. He's out of bounds at the 39. Oh boy, 3rd and 2. What do I do here? This is a little bit of a tricky one. All right, let's send it to our 3rd wide receiver, Gunnar Olszewski. Why not? And it's to Olszewski. And he gets the 1st down as he's out of bounds at the 45. There you go. Good job, Gunnar. He did well. 1st down. Give me a minute to spell his name here. It's one of those names I don't know how to spell right off the top of my head. Okay, there we go. First catch of the game for him, and it's a first new set of downs. 1st and 10. 11 on a short. Long gain. Oh, this worked. Deontay Johnson again. I can tell you right now, it's not a touchdown. However, The play never happened. False start against the Steelers. So we're going to pretend like that 48-yard pass play never even happened, and it's 1st and 15. I knew that I should have known something like that was going to happen. Okay, cool. And instead, Deontay Johnson's going to have to settle for a 4-yard pass play. All right, well, that was about as Steelers as it gets. Oh, my God. All right. 2nd and 11. Uh-oh, is this? No, it's not. Incomplete if it holds. It does not. It does. Incomplete. Oh, so now you should have rolled it. Okay, so let me get this straight. When I roll their 11 on here, it's not a penalty. But when I roll this, it is. Okay, that makes total sense. By the way, that was for Freer, intended for Freer move. All right, 3rd and 11. 2 on a short. Okay, 2 through 6 or 12. It's a first down. Everything else, it's 4th and 11. It's 4th and 11. All right, incomplete to Deontay Johnson. All right, and we're punting. Isn't that cute? Oh, God, that's bad. Well, let's start with the punt, which got shanked 28 yards. Oh, that's just wonderful. There's a penalty on tap. Returned for a gain of nothing because it was so bad. And then Baltimore commits a penalty on top of that. Oh, that's just wonderful. What did you do? Okay, so it's an offside. Wait. Offsides against Baltimore. It shouldn't be a first down. It won't. All right, it just wastes time. That's all it really does. Meanwhile, it's still 3rd and 6. So, of course, Pittsburgh accepts, and we'll try this again. That's better. Oh, there's another penalty on top of this. So it's all the way at the 4. So let's play this out. Returned for a gain of... Okay, now we have dueling penalties. That's funny. Fair catch. I'll roll Pittsburgh's first. Nothing. I'll roll Baltimore's now. Nothing. Okay, so Baltimore has it down at the 4 with 45 seconds remaining. They have all their timeouts, but as you can see, they are backed up the hell and back. Oh boy. I think at bare minimum, I'll probably have them run something, but man, oh man, this is a... Not where you want to be, honestly. All right. Pittsburgh just doesn't want any... will allow this line buck to go along. They just don't want anything to go above their heads. All right, 1st and 10 here. 8. It is a 6-yard gain for Dobbins, and they'll take a timeout to try and set something up here. Speaking of which, we have a 2nd and 4. 4 on a short. Oh, God. What has I've done? 2 through 6, 11 or 12. This is a problem, and then some. And it is! It's picked! Oh, God! That's probably the game. Returned for a gain of... just 4 yards. I think that's going to be the game. Oh, no. And it's picked off by... Terrell Edmonds. Oh, Lamar Jackson was looking for Mark Andrews, too. And Terrell Edmonds may have just made what likely will be the play of the game. Oh, my God. You've got to be kidding me. Pittsburgh, all they need to do is kick a field goal, and this game is over. And they know it. 1st and 10 at the 21. If you're wondering about the timeout situation, Baltimore has 2. Pittsburgh has 2. I don't think it truly matters at this point. We've got, 30 seconds remaining after that. Oh, boy. All right. I'm just going to run it as much as I can here and get as close. 1st and 10. Make Baltimore use those timeouts. All right, we'll start off with a 2-yard gain. There's 1. Second down. Make them use the other one. 7 on an off tackle. Warren loses a yard now. Baltimore uses their last. Okay, 3rd down. Let's just do it one more time. They allow an 8-yard run. He gets all the way to the 12. Pittsburgh's turn to use their final timeout as they put exactly 1 second on the clock for Boswell to attempt a 29-yarder. For the game, the kick is up, and it is good. Chris Boswell at the buzzer wins it. And Pittsburgh, in true Pittsburgh fashion, steals it because that's what they do best. 27-24 is your final score from this one as Pittsburgh wins it on a 29-yard Chris Boswell field goal thanks to a Terrell Edmonds interception. Unfreaking believable. Good job, Pittsburgh. I don't know how you managed to pull it off, but you did. The Steeler shenanigans are real, and even in our game. And you wonder why I didn't invite him to do this until now. All right, 27-24 is your final here in Baltimore. Pittsburgh does get the revenge after all. That was a game. I don't know how to describe that, but it was just a game, of course. Kenny Pickett, I don't know how to feel about this. He threw for 271, but he threw 3 picks and got away with it. I don't know what else to say about that game except yikes. Najee Harris had a TD run before he left to injury. Jaylen Warren had the other one. And then George Pickens caught a TD before he left with an injury. Again, a lot of injuries. What the heck's going on here? Deontay Johnson filled in nicely in his absence, 9 for 107. Freiermuth was 8 for 60. Boswell hit the game-winning field goal. And look at this defensive effort from the Steelers. 4 sacks, a forced fumble, and 2 picks. Terrell Edmonds got the one that sealed the game at the late in the 4th quarter. Wow, that's just unbelievable. And now this, speaking of which, Lamar Jackson, what the hell was this? This has to be one of the worst games I've seen on any of these playthroughs. 13 of 32, 122, a touchdown, and 2 picks. Not bad for a running back. Actually, if I'm being honest, a running back would probably have better passing stats than those. That's just horrible. J.K. Dobbins tried. He got 74 yards in a TD. Mark Andrews was the only receiver to do anything. Justin Tucker missed 2 field goals. You can argue that second miss was pretty brutal, because why not? Of course, as we saw, Pittsburgh then punted. Then they got an interception out of it. So it must have been all the plan all along. Okay, makes sense to me. Baltimore's defense and special teams combined had a sack, 3 forced fumbles, but they only managed to get 1 of them, and 3 interceptions. So they won the turnover battle by 2, but still lost by a field goal. All right, that makes total sense to me. I don't know about anybody else, but yeah, Steelers somehow win this one, 27-24. I mean, I don't understand it. I really don't. Again, this is why we don't invite Pittsburgh to any of these up until now. What are we doing here? All right, well, that's it for week 5. So thank you so much for watching. And actually, if you think this game was wacky, wait until you see next week's, because I've already determined what week 6 is. We're going to do a special toilet bowl game. Falcons and Saints. Oh boy, this is going to be a disaster. If you thought this was bad, wait until next week. Why? Because I figured we'd have some fun here. So, I mean, if you call this fun, then that's going to be the greatest game ever played. And then after that, and then for week 7, everybody is going on their bye week. Yep, I am mandating a bye week, week 7, so because I might be doing stuff in real life, but you know, that's how it goes. So anyways, that's going to do it for me. Thank y'all so much for watching, whatever the heck this was. You know what buttons to hit, assuming that didn't drive you away. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh boy, that was, if there really is a next one, but peace out, y'all. Oh boy. I picked a hell of a game to quit drinking. Oh boy. Let's just cut it and forget this even happened.